It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. For the season series between these two teams, the Pistons came away empty-handed in the last matchup against the Washington Wizards. Now, here's Cunningham after LeBron James's miss. Cunningham gets the bucket. Two defensive-minded teams, Steve, in the building tonight. These teams are so good, aren't they, at getting stops?
They are. Points will be hard to come by. Both teams give maximum effort on the defensive end, and that's hard to do night after night.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. It's a three-point game. Anunoby, good.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Three-pointer, LeVert. The Pistons with a quick start to this game. Bay wide open, and he fires. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
LeBron's shot is off. And here are the Pistons now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Sabonis inside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the call will be against Sabonis.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A slow start for Washington in this one. And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
Here's Cunningham. Good defensive work there by Young.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Detroit with the ball. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Carter outside. LeVert from outside. And Bamba pulls it down. Left side, Sabonis. And the rejection by James.
Great positioning by LeBron and timing on that block shot.
Knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bamba sets a screen. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Rose. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Good on the three-point shot.
Flexing the range. LeBron too competitive to let the last three go unanswered.
Here is Cunningham. It's a 5-point game. The shot's good from Bay.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
A nice shot by LeVert.
The passing of LeBron is so special, so talented at finding his wide open teammates.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Possession to Detroit.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Rebound by the Wizards.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Trying to get open his Carter. It doesn't go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. Here is Cunningham. 8 points for him. Fires for three. Goes back up. And Bamba with the lay-in.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Misses from the corner. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Carter. It's LeVert on the wing. 13 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Detroit basketball. Pistons substitution.
Now here's Hayes. Puts up a three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
Wizards answer.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
No good from Ross. Wizards trailed by 8. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And a miss there on the triple.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Out to Lee. From downtown. Rebounded by Gafford.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Hayes. Karis LeVert unable to get his last shot to go. Stewart is screen. Here's the drive. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off his shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Wizards basketball. Substitution for your Wizards.
Here's Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Screen by Gafford. Inside. And here's LeVert. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shots good by Gafford. Gafford's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Wizards.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
They retain possession. Pass to Stewart. And he hits the jump shot. Stewart's got his first points of the game.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Gafford, no one around him. No good on the triple. Pistons leading by 8.
Talking about Killian Hayes, you see raw potential. A point guard with outstanding size, which makes him an enticing player to watch.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks.
Smitty, one thing with Hayes, he's got to work on his shooting. The athleticism is there, but in this league, you got to be able to shoot the rock.
I think it'll come, GA. I think it'll come in time, as long as he works hard with his coaches, especially from outside the arc. When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
Pass to Stewart. From the arc. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
.149 left to play in the first half. Here's Lee. Back to Stewart. On target from 13 feet. Stewart's got his second basket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Caldwell Pope outside. Hayes with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hayes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Killian Hayes is all over this play. Sees an opening and snags the steal to start the break.
Pass to Stewart. .102 left from the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. The inside. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
3-point field goal.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Pistons leading by 13. Three-pointer. Another three for Detroit.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Into the lineup for the Pistons.
Here's Cunningham, and the rejection by James. And so is Detroit in command with the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Cunningham looking it over. And it's sent back by Carter.
Nice anticipation from Wendell Carter. He keeps himself in position to make defensive plays.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bay, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 18.
That's his
They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one.
First team.
See, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
Carter outside, down to 5 on the shot clock, and Bamba comes to help, and stolen by Bay. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Good on the triple. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Here's Rose following the basket by Cade Cunningham.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Pistons with possession. They've got a 10-0 run going. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Cunningham's shot is off. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Hey, gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And another miss by Washington. Pass to Anunoby. Latre. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability. But everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
It's LeVert on the wing. And it doesn't even draw eye.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm has been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Screen by Young. For three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
Now, here's LeVert, following the missed shot by Sabonis. 3-on-3. Here's Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To end the drought. And James throws it down.
The ferocity of LeBron on display, just tearing through the lane with ease.
Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. Cunningham's got 10 points here in the second half.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
LeBron with Sabonis defending. Nice D from Sabonis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Cunningham, and too long on the shot. Pass to Young. Left side Rose. The 15-footer. Up again. Here's Carter. Back to Young. LeBron outside. Another miss by LeBron. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He ends up dropping in two from distance, making a difference. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Detroit's ball. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be the last game of their very short three-game road tour. Ross on the wing. Back to Hayes. Driving in to the paint. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Washington with the rebound.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Hayes with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And James picks up the foul.
That's his first foul.
And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, you know, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
And they get it back. A shot by Stewart with no one around. Money from the wing.
Jeremy.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
And now the Pistons fast break. High post Stewart. Here's Hayes. Another three for Detroit. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the way they're able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Pass to Stewart. Puts it up from 15. And Detroit again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a quick.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
He's with it. And it's Stewart, top of the key. And Detroit again with the bucket.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
James in the post. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Over Stewart. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Over in the corner, Lee. Grant outside. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up or simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
Pass to LeBron. Lets the three fly. That shot, no good. How the Pistons take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
That's his first personal
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
First team foul.
Outside Rose. Back to LeBron. Driving the lane.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Three-pointer, LeVert. No good on the shot. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Over Rose. Cunningham's shot is off.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now Cunningham. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Possession to Detroit. At the line for the Pistons, Saddiq Bey.
And the technical free throw is good. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. It's in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard.
Anyway, like I was saying, when the bag match your words, you can tell that I ain't playing red carpet with a clutch, black Gucci, bougie, and I'm choosy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Dip down in Prada, got it from my dada. Hustle like my mama. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake. I'ma show you how to put some zeros in the bank. Show you how to make 'em pay attention when they ain't. Say what they gon' do, but they don't do it 'cause they can't. Make 'em bounce, rock, shake. Hands on the plate, call it strawberry cake. Try to stop my plate, sorry you a little late.